The number one team in the nation, the Georgia Bulldogs, are 10-0. They're a 22.5-point favorite at Kentucky. Kentucky is 6-4, coming off a loss to Vandy. Let me say that again, Coach. Kentucky coming off a loss to Vandy last week. Not looking good for the Wildcats. But if you look at Georgia, they're rolling. Stetson Bennett have a terrific season again, back-to-back. He's the guy that nobody thought would be any good at quarterback. Very small, transferred around, but he's getting the job done each and every week. Kind of reminds me of a young Joe Montana, not very big, not a big-name guy, but just goes out there and continues to win. When he was at Notre Dame, he did the same thing. And you look at the defensive side, they're doing a terrific job, only giving up less than 12 points on the defensive side scoring. You look at Kentucky, their offense obviously is led by Will Levis. Hadn't had a terrific season this year. It's had a solid season. He's got 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. But their key is Chris Rodriguez, the running back. Since he's been back in 6 games, Coach, he's rushed for well over 700 yards and over 5 yards a carry and 6 touchdowns. Kentucky, a 22-point underdog at home, Coach.
Well, there's a reason they're a 22-point underdog. The average score of Georgia this year has been Georgia 41, the opponent 12. That's very, very impressive. You mentioned Stetson Bennett, but not only that, Mark, they just play as a total football team. They only have 17 sacks, which surprised me for a defense that's played as well as they have. On the other hand, Kentucky is a football team. After they beat Florida, you thought, wow, but you have a different team every week. This same Kentucky team got beat by South Carolina and got beat by Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt broke, I think, a 22-game losing streak in the Southeastern Conference by beating Kentucky. So Kentucky will bounce back. I know they'll be fired up. They're going to go to a bowl. Will be a major bowl, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Georgia wins this game 37 to Kentucky 17.
I like where you're going there also. And Georgia's going to win this game. They're going to roll over Kentucky. Kentucky's lost 4 out of their last 6 games. I'm going to go with the Bulldogs. Even though it's on the road and it's tough to win on the road in the SEC, I think Georgia's going to win this game 45-22.